So we all know that De'Aaron Fox has hinted to the Sacramento Kings, I'm not going to sign a contract extension at the end of the 2026 season. We also know that the Kings may shop De'Aaron Fox at the deadline, and the San Antonio Spurs are at the top of Fox's preferred destinations. But what if we see something like a Donovan Mitchell 2.0 and a team that has a young core that's looking to take the next step tries to add somebody in their prime? And that's what I'm going to be doing today with the Orlando Magic. And we're going to trade for De'Aaron Fox. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Now, honestly, Fox could be traded by the time you guys see this video, which would make this some very bad timing. And the Magic got off to a fantastic start this year, but then Paolo goes down. They play solid behind Franz Wagner. He goes down. Jalen Suggs goes down. Mo Wagner is out for the year when he was playing so well. Some guys have been disappointing with their shot this year, like KCP, like Jet Howard, like Jonathan Isaac, and like Wendell Carter Jr. as well. This guy shot 37% from three last year, shooting just 19% from three this year. So today, we're going to go all in with this core. We're not going to allow De'Aaron Fox to get to the offseason where he could get traded to the Spurs or the Rockets or the Miami Heat. We're going to swoop in right now and do what the Cavs basically did. A smaller market NBA team acquires somebody that we thought Donovan Mitchell would want to go to Miami or New York or Brooklyn, and then we're going to hope these 2 years can change his mind and we're going to sign him to an extension. Yeah, this team would get very expensive, and they'd most likely be a second apron team with Suggs' extension kicking in, Franz's, Paolo's eventually kicking in, but we can make it work. So I hope I don't have to turn on trade override for this deal because that would be kind of frustrating, but I do think we can get this deal done. Yeah, it would be a little bit easier in the offseason, but I would lead off with probably Jonathan Isaac in this deal. I think we'd have to include Cole Anthony in this deal. I would like to get back Kevin Huerter also in this deal because I could value his three-point shot a ton. Yeah, so I think Anthony Black would sadly have to be in this deal. If I'm not trading Jalen Suggs, it's got to be Anthony Black. And I find it funny because, like, a couple of videos I've made about the De'Aaron Fox trade, and I'm talking about either Stephon Castle or Devin Vassell or Jeremy Shohan has to be in a deal to the Spurs. Everyone's like, no, we're not trading any of those guys. Well, then you're not getting De'Aaron Fox. You're going to have to give up something to get something. So let's say I offered these three guys. I offered you my first rounder this year, which right now we're at 500 teams, so that could be good. And I will give you this for, actually, no, I'd rather give you my 2027 first, and then we give you my 2029 first. So I think this is a realistic offer. I don't know if they'll say yes to this. We'll see. But Isaac, Cole, Black, and then you give up 3 first-round picks for Fox and Huerter. They're going to say yes to that. De'Aaron Fox, welcome to the Orlando Magic. And honestly, this is one of the worst three-point shooting teams kind of all time, basically, this year. And adding Kevin Huerter is definitely going to help. So we were also able to keep KCP in this, which obviously is a good veteran for us. So I think what I'm going to do is Suggs is going to play the 2. Fox is going to play the 1. And this is what we are going to rock with. It's going to be, I think, 36 minutes to Fox, 32 to Suggs, 34 to Franz, 35 to Paolo, and 28 to Goga. And I know completely that this Magic team is not a good three-point shooting team, and Fox isn't really a great three-point shooter in his career. He's pretty much only had one good three-point shooting year on high volume, and that came last year. It's kind of regressing to what his normal rate has been, but maybe a new destination will help him out. And with the team so focused, I mean, I know a lot of defenses are focused on Sabonis and DeRozan. It can be the same thing with Suggs, Franz, and Paolo, more so Franz and Paolo. And I love Goga. 2K, he doesn't perform all that well, and I can't move Wendell Carter Jr. because he was extended late in the offseason, so we can't trade him until next year, but we are going to eventually have to shed off some cap. The bench is going to be Wendell Carter Jr., KCP, Kevin Huerter, Tristan Da Silva, and Jet Howard. I'm basically trying to do Donovan Mitchell to the Cavs 2.0, and let's see if it works out. So Nikola Jokic wins MVP. Shai just had a really good performance against the Warriors. They lost, but he had 50 plus. Stephon Castle, Rookie of the Year. Yeah, we basically stole De'Aaron Fox from the San Antonio Spurs. Anthony Black somehow won Most Improved. Not really sure if I agree with that one. I think that should go to some other guys. We did end up getting De'Aaron Fox on All-NBA third team. 25.8 points, 4.8 rebounds, 6.5 assists. And I know the backcourt could be a little bit shaky with the shot between Fox and Suggs. We did end up finishing as the 7th seed this year. We ended up going 43-39. We finished with a 0.5 point differential. And let's hope this team can at least win one game in the play-in tournament. We had 3 guys scoring north of 20 points per game. Franz ended up with a 60% true shooting, above league average. Paolo, 57%, right around league average. Fox was at 58% this season. We have Jalen Suggs, who shot 33% from 3. Hopefully the shot goes back to what it was last year. And yeah, I don't really know who I'm going to go with in the playoffs. I think I'm going to play Goga a little bit more than Wendell Carter Jr. KCP ended up shooting 36 from 3. Like, I'll take that. Kevin Huerter, come on, man. I know you're not like the greatest three-point shooter anymore with your volume, but I think you could still give us something. Da Silva was okay. Jet wasn't great, who I don't think is going to play in the playoffs. I may honestly have to play Gary Harris. So looking at this rotation for the playoffs, we're going to probably trim it down a little bit. Like, no Jet. Honestly, Da Silva, like 8 minutes a night. I think Herter can get about 14. I'm going to bump up KCP's minutes to around 23. And then we're going to go 38 to Fox, 36 to Suggs, 36 to Franz, 37 to Paolo. We're going to play the big four a ton. We're going up against the Detroit Pistons, a very fun team this year, and we know how much 2K loves Cade Cunningham in this game, basically. So we don't score a lot in the first half. 42 points in the first half. That's kind of embarrassing, and it looks like we're going to be playing for the 8 seed, unless we have a fourth quarter comeback. That's not going to happen. All right, great. So I trade for De'Aaron Fox. I give up a haul. He puts up 13 points in this game, and we're going up against the 8 seed. Or I should say for the 8 seed, it's going to be the Chicago Bulls. That team should not want to make the playoffs because they want to keep their first-round pick. Let's see if we're able to beat them in the Nikola Vucevic Bowl, the Wendell Carter Jr. Bowl. Oh, boy. Are we not even going to get to the playoffs this year? That is kind of embarrassing. Well, good thing I kept my first-round pick. Good thing I did not trade it this year, as we're down by 6, down by 7, down by 5 with 3:15 to go. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we lose. Like, I didn't really expect to compete this year. I think it could be more so next year when we get a little bit healthier, guys improve, and I can maybe make a move in the offseason. But still, like, not making the playoffs is really embarrassing. As Kobe White drives on Franz with good defense, picks up his 5th rebound, kick it up to let's see if Donovan Mitchell can get to the rim. All right, he's got Nikola Vucevic guarding him. This should be the easiest mismatch of all time. Get around him. Go right at Josh Giddey. No foul. See, that's like the type of situation where I should do like a Euro step for sure. Let's close out here. Giddey, obviously not a great shooter. Vucevic is a great shooter. Paolo, stay with him. We're fine. Wendell Carter Jr. is guarding Kobe White, which is not the matchup we want. Paolo, stay in front of Vooch, and he does. Plays good defense there. We got to score. Suggs has 19 in this game. Can he go right at Dosunmu? Not really. All right, I feel like they're going to send the double here. We got Paolo guarding Kobe White. Yeah, they're sending the double perfect. Leave Franz open. That's the guy I wanted open. Bang. Franz Wagner with a huge shot right there. Makes it a 2-point game. Nikola Vucevic with a deep 3, and that is good. Wow, I did not think he was going to be able to knock that down. All right, you know what? It is what it is. So they got Patrick Williams back in the game, but Paolo should be able to be this, you know what, this 6 foot, like 8, 9 freak that should be able to get to the rim with ease. I know Patrick Williams is a good defender. Paolo gets around him with the left hand. That is good. He's got 19. Back to a 3-point game. Franz is guarding Zach LaVine, and I honestly kind of like the idea of Zach LaVine ending up in Orlando just because he's a phenomenal shooter. Shouldn't cost too much, but obviously you have to absorb a big cap hit. I know Memphis is like interested in Jimmy Butler. Why not go after Zach LaVine? Like, Zach LaVine is under contract. I think he'd be a little bit more bought in, and we're going to kick that out to Suggs. Please knock that down. And Suggs, I'm going to love you. There we go. 2-point game. But yeah, Zach LaVine, I think, like, could really help out Memphis' shooting, and he is under contract for the next few years, and you'll get a little expensive when you re-sign Triple J, but I think it's worth it because you can easily get there financially. LaVine, thank you for missing that. All right, Fox, let's push it. Does anybody else want to roll to the rim? Nope, doesn't matter because Fox, wide open lane. We're all tied up at 111. And LaVine's going to miss that. Rebounded by Goga, his 8th rebound of the night. All right, Paolo in transition. Yeah, let's kick that out to Suggs. Okay, good defense there by Kobe White. Somebody, let's get the ball to Fox. Fox, Paolo, pick and roll is probably crazy too. Fox mid-range jumper is good. He's got 33. Gives us the lead. Franz trying to guard LaVine. Oh, he's too shifty. Okay, he finds Giddey inside. Fox with the contest. Let's go. Huge contest right there by Fox. He is so fast. Oh my God. Yep, he's the fastest player on the floor. And he's going to miss the layup. Come on. Really? I had separation right there. All right, well, that sucks. All right, Suggs over to LaVine. I mean, LaVine. Oh my God, just posters Goga. All right. We're all tied up with about 25 seconds to go. We are taking the final shot. All right, Paolo and Fox pick and roll. This should work. Yep, easy money. All right, he's too quick, man, in the half court. We take the lead. Still left a lot of time on the board. All right, here we go. Franz guarding LaVine. Oh, my God, he's too quick, and he's going to hit that. He blows right by me every time. All right, let's see. Who do I want to go here to? Fox. I got picked off. All right, we're going overtime. Things are looking good, though. We have the ball at the free throw line. Fox has got 2 free throws. Of course, he misses the first, dude. Really? But yeah, he can make this a 4-point lead if he knocks this one down. Oh, he's getting 3 free throws. Would you look at that? All right, Fox, go 2 for 3, please. There we go. We are going to be up by 5. 48 seconds to go. We should win this. All right, we know they're going to go to LaVine. I should really probably put Suggs on LaVine, but Franz, like, has good defensive intangibles for sure. LaVine takes a long 2. He misses that. That may do it. Are they going to foul? They are not going to foul. Franz, run. All right, that should be the dagger. Let's go. We're going to the playoffs. So we are taking on the New York Knicks in round number 1. I've seen them get upsetted in round number 1, so it is definitely possible. This would be a fun 7-game playoff series. We do end up losing game 1. Paolo had 36, Franz had 21, Fox had 5 assists, did not shoot the ball all that well. Game 2 also went to the New York Knicks. They ended up winning by 16. 49 combined between Paolo and Franz. But yeah, Knicks getting the 1 seed. Celtics fell to the 3 seed. Cavs to the 2 seed. We go down 3-0. So did we make the playoffs for nothing? I'm not sure. Goga not playing all that well. 2K doesn't like Goga as much as they should. We don't get swept. Let's go. 130, 117. Come on, let's make this an interesting series. Let's win game number 5. Man, that doesn't happen. We lose by 1 point. Fox at 33, 7-7. He did have 7 turnovers. He played well in the playoffs. I think I'm really going to have to find something kind of tough. If Wendell Carter Jr. isn't going to be a good shooting 5, I think I have to trade or try to target a center that can shoot. So Luka and Jalen Brunson are your conference finals MVPs, and the Mavericks sweep their former player and Jalen Brunson in the NBA finals. That would be an entertaining series as well. We do not see any Orlando Magic retire. Also, like Terry Rozier is getting investigated for basically a Jonte Porter situation 2.0, which would be crazy. This was during his time in 2023 with the Hornets, I think in March, around that time. Wild. Like, this just came up. The NBA investigated it at the time, but now it's like the U.S. Department is investigating it, which is kind of crazy because this is a bigger profile guy than what Jonte Porter was. And this would be number 2. NBA would probably crack down on this even more. And why does Terry need to do that, though? He's making $20+ million a year. Like, Porter, I guess he was making like the minimum, like $800K a year, but I don't know why anybody does this, right? So we end up with our first round pick there at number 16. Sacramento is going to get Denver's pick at 26 from the De'Aaron Fox trade. We'll see what direction they go. And I hope he gets traded at the deadline because I really want to do a 10-year Kings rebuild post De'Aaron Fox. Also, a lot of people were telling me to download Richie 2K's draft class, so we're going to see this for the 2025 draft. And he does have a ton of players in here, so yeah, I think this will be cool to use. Funny enough, Nikola Vucevic would probably be the most realistic center we can get that could space the floor next to Paolo. Shouldn't cost me too much, and I think we can maybe go after him when Jed Howard's option gets picked up because I think he could be the main guy. I don't really want to move the 16th overall pick. Cooper Flagg ends up going to the Washington Wizards. Wow, the Heat ended up with the 2nd pick. They get Ace Bailey. Charlotte at 3, Dylan Harper. That's a no-brainer. 4 is Trey Johnson out of Texas. 5 is Asa Newell going to the Utah Jazz. Janai Broom going 6. Okay. 7 is VJ Edgecombe. 8 is Kamama Watch. Yeah, you really have to get used to the names. That 2K doesn't allow them to have. Yegor Demon goes, I think, 10. Con Knipple goes number 10. And I'm going to take Rasheer Fleming, a guy that I've wanted to draft a ton here in these draft classes from St. Joe's. Extreme athlete, can space the floor, good defender, and can really just put a poster on your head. And just him being a plus 3-point shooter, insane athlete, good defender, fits our style of play very well. Obviously, it's not like redundant with De Silva, but they do play a similar position. But now that Jonathan Isaac is in Sacramento, we do have more minutes there. And then we did have a few 2nd-round picks where I ended up taking Ben Seraph, who goes 54th, which is kind of unrealistic. But Noah Penda, I think around the range of 50 or 44. He is an international prospect that a lot of people are high on. I'm going to pick up the team option on Mo Wagner. I think he's going to be my backup center. I think we are going to try to see a maybe Nikola Vucevic trade. We'll see. I know Miles Turner's a free agent. He'd obviously be a perfect fit. Mac McClung, we're not going to bring back. I just the memes when NBA like tries to bring him out for the dunk contest every year. I kind of feel bad for him. Shout out to Ty Jerome being an 83 overall. We could sign him to be the backup point guard. So I do want to make Jalen Suggs a shooting guard. He does go up. I think we are going to look at Wendell Carter Jr. trades because I could sacrifice a little bit of defense at the center spot if they are a really good 3-point shooter. I'm not going to be able to trade for Karl Anthony Towns. They just won a title. So yeah, we could look at Kristaps, 1 year left on the deal. You know, I don't hate it if they're trying to get under the second apron. We could get there financially. Vucevic is a little bit cheaper, $9 million less, but not as good of a defender. Brook Lopez is a free agent getting up there in age. And then you have some young guys here. Zach Edey's got, wow, why does he have an A- 3-point? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, so I think we could try to go after a big name of KP. I do wonder how our rebounding is going to be with him and Paolo. But I think that could really allow us to go not 5 out because Paolo could be inconsistent with this 3-point shot, but gives us a really good option and we can get there financially. So I will offer, let's say, Wendell Carter Jr., which I think would make sense for Boston. And instead of giving them Kevin Huerter, who's got, or instead of giving them KCP, who might have 2 years left, we'll do Kevin Huerter. And then I will also give you Jed Howard as well. So it's a 3-for-1. Would Boston do this? They will not. I will throw in 3 second-round picks. I'm not going to throw in any first for KP. 1 year left on the deal, and they are not going to do that. Okay. They aren't really that interested in Kevin Huerter. I doubt KCP gets it done. I mean, do they prefer KCP? They do not. All right, what about if we did Jet and Goga instead? Could we do something like this? Damn, I think KP would be such a good fit. Obviously better defender than Vucevic. It's going to be tough. Like, I mean, I could maybe throw into Silva. Not really. So it's a 1-year deal. I think we're going to go after Vucevic. It really shouldn't cost me much. Could I do Kevin Huerter? And I would do Jett Howard. And I will also throw in Caleb Houston if that could get it done. I don't mind throwing in some seconds either. They are not going to do that. Actually, no, wait. I'll give you Wendell Carter Jr. Can we do Wendell Carter Jr., Kevin Huerter, in 1 second? Nope. What about 2 seconds? Nope. All right. What about 3? Nope. And then, all right. Instead, I will also give you Gary Harris. No? Oh my God. I have to give you Jett. Kevin Huerter, Wendell Carter Jr., Jett in 3 seconds for 1 year of Vucevic is kind of crazy. I know he helps out our 3-point shooting a little bit. I mean, we could try to do a sign and trade with Miles Turner. So you know what? Yeah, let's see where Miles Turner ends up. If it's back to Indiana, we could orchestrate a sign and trade. I'll match these qualifying offers. So let's see. Miles Turner ends up signing with the Indiana Pacers. So we can now call them up and basically work out a sign and trade. This is really the only realistic way of doing this because you can't actually do a sign and trade in this game. So we will start off with a Wendell Carter Jr. I think we should be able to get this done. I will also throw in Jett Howard, and I will throw in Caleb Houston, as well as 3 second-round picks for Miles Turner. Bang, bang, bang. Welcome to the Indiana Pacers. Hopefully this is a really good team, and we do have assets that we could potentially move at the deadline. I got to add another shooter, I think, here. Oh, Malik Beasley would be perfect. I think we can get there. Malik Beasley, great 3-point shooter for the Pistons last year. Yeah, let's give him a 3-year deal. I would like to flat rate that. That is a decent amount. Would we be his #1 targeted team? We would. And then we can move Kevin Huerter at the deadline, or he's a free agent at the end of the year anyway. All right, so Paolo's a 92. Franz is a 90. Fox 89. Suggs 85. Turner there. Still in his prime at 29 years old. Some regression here, and even Goga, I think, could get traded because we are going to get Mo Wagner back at one point. So we can get an extension done with Paolo Banchero, so let's give him that rookie max extension. Fox, willing to re-sign right now? Bang, there we go. So just a couple months here, we were able to change his mind. That is huge for us. Kevin Huerter, I mean, it's the minimum. We may as well give him that extension, but there's still a chance we could trade him at the deadline. And I do need to cut 2 players before the season starts, so it's going to be pretty easy. Mac McClung's going to be one, and Trevlin Queen is going to be the other. So let's come up with this rotation, which should be pretty deep this year. We know the starting 5 is going to be that. I think Goga is not going to play a ton of minutes. He's going to get like 13 minutes off the bench. Malik Beasley can get 18. De Silva's probably going to get like 12 minutes. Same with KCP. Noah Penda's not going to play. I think the only guy here I'm going to give minutes to Rasheer Fleming. And since we did sign Malik Beasley, I don't really need to play Kevin Huerter. We'll wait a little bit on Mo Wagner. So we're going to go 35 to Fox, 32 to Suggs, 35 to the big 3. Let's go 32 to Turner. And then let's go 1 more to these guys. Bang, there we go. This team should be good this year. We're 4.5 star balanced under Jamal Mosley. First game of the year, we do beat the Wizards only by 4. That's maybe the Cooper Flag effect. So we're here at the trade deadline. We are the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference, but not as good as I would have liked. Maybe, I don't know, we need a little bit more time together to gel. We did add Miles Turner. And hey, the Pacers are better off. They do have Robert Williams, Time Lord, who I think could get traded to them at the deadline as their starting center. We're looking at the scoring allocation this year with De'Aaron Fox leading the way. His scoring has not really gone down. 25.6 points, 3 turnovers a night, but still one of the better point guards in the league. Paolo Banchero, 23 and 10. So he's helping out with the rebounding department. I guess because Miles Turner, we know, isn't the greatest rebounder, but he's averaging 2 blocks, shooting 40% from 3. Kind of what I needed. Franz is averaging 17.5 points, down from last year pretty noticeably. Suggs is averaging 13 points, but I'd rather him go back to what he was in 24 if that 3-point shot is going to be better. Also an elite free throw shooter right now. Malik Beasley knocking down 43% of his threes. Mo Wagner is kind of getting a little bit more minutes than Goga. Rasheer Fleming is struggling. De Silva struggling in year 2. I think we're going to make some type of move at the deadline because we do have a little bit of a crowded center rotation right now with Goga and Mo. Mo's a free agent at the end of the year, but we have the Franz connection, so I would like to re-sign him. So I think I'm going to try to move Goga. If I can move Huerter, sure. If I can move KCP, sure. De Silva, if there's an offer there. And I'm going to do this trade with the OKC Thunder. So AJ Mitchell's a free agent at the end of the year, but he's shooting 36% from 3. And I get Aaron Wiggins, who's shooting 42% from 3. We're going to send them Goga and Tristan De Silva. So yeah, it does suck that I had to move De Silva. I guess drafting Rasheer Fleming helps a little bit, but we know the center rotation is Miles Turner and Mo Wagner. And for the playoffs, like, I don't think Rasheer Fleming is going to play a ton. So getting Aaron Wiggins helps a ton with that. And I think that's going to be it for us. We are going to have a decent amount of money off the books next summer. Just because, I mean, like, it's also nice because Paolo's contract is going from $15 million to $38 million. We could probably move KCP's contract when it has 1 year left. Yeah, Beasley's getting paid a little bit, but we are going to have Mo's contract off the books, Gary Harris's contract off the books, basically Herder's contract off the books. We will see if we're going to be able to re-sign those guys, but our three-point shot definitely gets better here. I think going forward, like Rasheer Fleming's probably going to play like 7 minutes a night. KCP, I think around the same, like 8 minutes a night, just because he's a veteran. I think for the regular season, I'm going to bump Paolo down to 34, Franz down to 33. We can keep Suggs at 33, and then Fox can go to 35. So I got about 33 minutes to play with here. I think I basically just want to go 14 to Mitchell. Let's go 15 to Franz. And I called Mo. Yeah, I meant to call him Mo, not Franz. In the final 11 minutes, I'm going to give to Aaron Wiggins, but he's probably going to play a lot more in the playoffs when I'm not playing Rasheer Fleming. Hopefully this team performs better in the second half. So Luka wins MVP, Cooper Flagg Rookie of the Year. Josh Giddey's your sixth man of the year over there in Minnesota. Wemby Depoy, most improved is Marcus Sasser. Anthony Edwards, clutch player of the year. And Jason Kidd is your coach of the year. Do we get anybody on an all-NBA team? I feel like we got to, and we do not. Okay. Anybody on the all-defensive teams? Nope. And we do get Rasheer Fleming on our rookie second team, but with that efficiency, he is not going to be playing for us in the playoffs. We did finish strong. We ended up there as the 4th seed, and we're going to be taking on the Toronto Raptors in round number 1. These two teams did play in round number 1 in the 2019 playoffs. That's when DJ Augustine went off in game 1 for Orlando, and then Toronto won 4 in a row. They eventually won the NBA Finals that year, so we'll see if it's going to be something similar. Franz ended up averaging 18 points this year, 49, 31, 87 splits. There's Jalen Suggs, Miles Turner. AJ Mitchell is a fun combo guard for us off the bench. And I think it's going to be easy to not play Rasheer Fleming in the playoffs. I think KCP, 33 years old. Honestly, I think I'm going to go to the 9-man rotation, and we're going to rely a little bit more on the younger guys. So I'm going to go about like 17 minutes to Malik Beasley off the bench. For Mo, he's going to play 15 because Miles Turner is going to get 33. Let's go 15 to Mitchell, 15 to Wiggins. I got about 10 more minutes here. Let's go 38 to Fox. Let's go 35 to Franz, 37 to Paolo. I'm going to go 35 to Suggs. So we're taking on the Raptors here. Jamal Shed, Grady Dick, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl. We should beat this team. Like, it's a fun young team, but Paolo versus Scotty, like, we should get the upper hand there. We beat them by 20 in game number 1. Game number 2, we do end up losing this one, 124 to 70. Damn, we got blown out of the building. Game number 3 is going to go to the Orlando Magic, 115-103. The Orlando Magic. Game 4 goes to the Magic. Bang. We end up winning by 29. We're up 3 games to 1. Paolo with 38, 9, and 7. 10 assists for De'Aaron Fox, 33 for Franz. And here we go. Game number 5. I did not mean to simulate the round. We end up winning this one. Okay. So we were tied 1-1, and then we won 3 in a row. 17 rebounds for Paolo there in game number 5. Miles Turner. Not a great round 1, but not the worst round 1 in the world. So we're taking on the New York Knicks, a rematch of last year's round 1, where they blew us out. Basically, they won in 5. 39% from the field for Suggs, 37 for Turner, 41 for Fox. Hopefully they do step it up in round 2 as we lose to the Knicks in game 1. They do have Lonzo Ball on their team, but they have like the top 5. They still have Mitchell Robinson, Precious Achiuwa, and Miles McBride. Hey, there we go. We don't go down 3-0 because, hey, we're tied 1-1. 66 combined between Paolo and Fox. Game 3 goes to the Magic, 122-121. And I know playing with, like, Wemby is definitely appealing in the West, but, like, going to the Eastern Conference, it's a lot less competitive. Could be good for Fox if he wants to make deep playoff runs. And, like, why not go to this Magic team? I know it's going to get expensive because, I mean, Suggs could be like the version of Jarrett Allen, where he's like the 4th most important guy, and he's getting paid the fewest, or the least amount, but I actually think Suggs is making more than Jarrett Allen. And then you got like Mobley's probably comparable to Paolo, even though I'd rather have Paolo. And then you have like Franz and Garland, and then you have De'Aaron Fox, I guess, to Mitchell, as we just won in 5. They won game 1, and then we just ended up winning 4 in a row. And the Orlando Magic are in the conference finals. In round 2, Paolo averaged 26, Fox 24. He was miles better in round 2. And we're taking on the Indiana Pacers in the conference finals, who no longer have Miles Turner. He's on our team. They're starting James Wiseman at the 5. Let's see who wins this series. Game 1 goes to Orlando, 93-86, a defensive matchup here. I actually wanted to see where we finished standings-wise, 46-36. Offensively, we were number 1 in the East. Defensively, though, not the typical Magic. Okay. I thought adding Miles Turner would have helped that. We do end up losing game 2, 133-123. That's fine. 4 guys at 20. Game number 3 goes to the Pacers. 2K does like the Pacers, but I was like, you know what? They don't have Miles Turner. Paolo fouled out in 14 minutes. That's just great. Don't go down 3-1. Huge win. We tied up 2 games apiece, 114-107. Franz had 20. Miles Turner with 19 and 13. Game number 5. Goes to the Pacers by 4. Paolo had 40. Damn. We ruined a 40 piece for Paolo Banchero. Here we go. Game number 6. Trying to stay alive. Force a game 7 back in Indiana. We take the lead there in the third. It's going to come down to this fourth quarter. Can we hold them off? Doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Oh my God. We almost came back at the end, but we do lose in 6. AJ Mitchell at 21. Fox was in some foul trouble and did not shoot the ball well in this game. Suggs at 25. And that's going to do it. You're going to have the Pacers and the Mavericks in the NBA Finals, but we did take a massive step going from the 8 seed last year to the 4 seed this year. We go to the conference finals, but the Mavericks swept the team that beat us in 6, which isn't that great for our appeal, at least this year, but I do think we'll have no issue being back next year since we've re-signed Paolo and Fox. Russ gets his jersey retired by the Thunder, Clay by the Warriors, and Harden by the Rockets. And that pick I didn't want to trade in the De'Aaron Fox trade was that Suns pick, basically, which is here projected at number 10. It would have been insane if it moved up, but the Kings with no Fox, hey, they're going to land at Cameron Boozer or AJ DeBanza, so they're in a good spot. That pick drops to 11 via Phoenix, but hey, I made it to the conference finals, and I have a lottery pick. That is huge. We do have to give Memphis our first-round pick there at 22, but we're fine with that. We are going to keep Jamal Mosley as our head coach. So we hear the night of the 2026 draft. We could select the prospect for sure. We could try to, I don't know, make a trade if we wanted to, but I think I'm going to make this draft pick. And I'm going to take Kareem Lopez, who's a very fun prospect right now, playing in the NBL and has like a chance to be the best Mexican player of all time in the NBA. So we are going to sign him. I'm not sure though if he's going to crack the rotation right away. To no surprise, KCP opts into his $21 million player option. Pick up the team options on Noah Penda and Ben Seraph. Qualifying offers, AJ Mitchell. Please stay with us. We'll see though if we get outbid. Gary Harris is gone. Mo only wants the minimum. Yeah, I mean, I'll bring you back on a 2-year deal. Could we really do that much, like, I don't know, convincing that he wants to stay here? Maybe Franz is just, like, willing to split, like, the contracts with each other. Let's see, because if somebody offers Mitchell a deal, I believe he is restricted. Can we sign him, though, outright? I cannot, so that's something we're gonna have to keep an eye on. And he gets a deal from the Nets. Can I match it? 3 years, 27. Bang. All right, that's actually a really good contract for him, in my opinion. So we have a really good team going to next year, and if I want to make a move at the deadline, I definitely can, but I think we can get back to the conference finals. It's just, can we get over that hump and make it to the NBA finals? At play progression, Paolo's up to a 95, Franz is a 91, Fox maybe peaking at a 90, which is fine. Suggs is up, Turner's even up, Mitchell's up as well. Same with Rasheer Fleming, somehow Herter's up. I will take this. Yeah, KCP's not cracking this rotation. So I think for this start of the year, the last spot in the rotation is going to go to Rasheer Fleming over like Kareem Lopez or KCP right now. So it's going to be the starting 5 you'd expect. Fox, Suggs, Franz, Paolo, Turner, with a bench of AJ Mitchell, Mo Wagner, Malik Beasley, Aaron Wiggins, and Rasheer Fleming, with Kareem Lopez potentially getting some minutes as well. Now, if we do want to make a trade to get like a really good 6-man, maybe even get like an upgraded center, we'll see. Like we have KCP's $21 million expiring, we can move at the deadline. All right, so we are 29 and 21 at the deadline, still not where I would like to be. We are the 5 seed, but I feel like, I don't know, 3.1 point differential to a 7 on the Pacers. We are the best offensive team, so we have no issue there. It's just the defense is just around middle of the pack. I mean, it is top, or no, the defense is actually 3rd worst. All right, I don't know who is hurting this defense. Like, I know Fox isn't like the best defender in the world, but like Paolo and Franz should be taking steps. We know Suggs is a great defender. I don't know, like, is Miles Turner not really providing me the defense that I need? He is averaging 1.7 blocks, 2.7 stocks, 40% from 3. I mean, we do have some assets if we wanted to make a big move at the deadline. I just don't know where I upgrade. Also, no way that just happened. Anthony Davis is on the Knicks. Who did he get traded for? Don't tell me it was Jalen Brunson. Oh my God, it was Anunoby. That's a crazy trade. I could probably trade for Joel Embiid if I wanted to. I don't really know if it makes us that much better. All right, so I'm going to be doing this trade at the deadline. Malik Beasley, Noah Penda, Ben Seraph going to the Celtics for Norman Powell, who might not even play for us, but it gives us like some money we can move in the offseason if we get there. Peyton Pritchard, though, I think a much better 6-man option than Malik Beasley for the playoffs. That was like really the best I could come up with. I just didn't have a good move out there for Miles Turner, or maybe for, I don't know, KCP's expiring. So Wemby wins MVP. Hey, Fox, you could have been playing with him, but we traded and then re-signed you as well. And Cam Thomas dropped 30 points per game. That is just insane. We don't get anybody on the first 2 teams, but we do get Paolo Banchero on All-NBA 3rd team. Now that he's shooting 39% from 3, that makes me a little bit better going forward, or that makes me feel a little bit better, I should say. So this year, we actually dropped the seed. We end up as the 5 seed, and we got to go up against the team that ended up beating us in the conference finals last year, the Indiana Pacers, in round number 1. I still feel good about this team. I don't know, though. We ended up going 47-35, which I believe is 1 game better, than we had last year. We finished with a 3.5 point differential. But yeah, below every top 4 team. Damn. Leaving me a little bit speechless there because I have high expectations for the squad. I know I have a lot of guard play, like with AJ Mitchell, who is, well, AJ is 6'5", and then Peyton Pritchard, who is 6'1". So for the playoffs, I think we're going to go 16 to Mo is fine. Rasheer shot the ball better this year, but I think I'm still going to go 9-man rotation. Honestly, I'm going to play him over Aaron Wiggins. He shot the ball better. You're going to play for us in the playoffs. Let's go, honestly, like 15, 15, 16 here. I'm fine with this being the bench unit. Let's go 32 to Mo. Let's go 37 to Paolo. Let's go 36 to Franz. We could do about 34 to Suggs. Let's do 38. Honestly, we could do something like this, and I could probably go a little bit more to some of these guys. All right, so don't lose to Indiana in round 1, please. Game 1 goes to the Pacers, 125-107. No way. That ain't who I think it is. Jed Howard dropping 33 on our heads in game 1. But we do win game 2, 117-103. 47 combined between Powell and Fox, but we lose game 3. Not great. What is Suggs? Oh my God, Suggs is killing us with his shot. Game number 4, we end up losing this one. We're down 3-1. Damn, we lost by 1. Ugh. All right, well, that sucks. Are we going to lose in 5? Yeah, that is really disappointing. I don't know where I go, who I use as the scapegoat, but we're going to have to figure out some things in the offseason. Suggs was really bad. Mitchell wasn't great either. And then Luka on the Kings, so yeah, I guess they were able to sign him. They lose to the Pacers in the NBA Finals. Halliburton is your Finals MVP, so they went back-to-back in NBA Finals. Norman Powell retires, damn. That was a $12 million salary I could have moved in the offseason. That kind of stinks. We do own, I believe, our first-round pick to Sacramento, which is going to be at 23 from the Fox trade. I think I fired Jamal Mosley, though. Just kind of constant underperforming. I want to bring in somebody that's won a ring before. Nick Nurse or Ty Lue. These guys have been here. I'll offer a deal to Chris Finch, who's at least made it to an ECF like we did last year. Mike Malone's got a ring. Let's give him a contract offer. Tibbs, I don't know if the Knicks, they lost it all in year 1, so he doesn't have a ring. Not Doc Rivers, but I'll offer Quinn Snyder. So we do get Ty Lue or Chris Finch. I want the guy that has the ring in Ty Lue. We're going after an upgrade at the center spot. Now that Paolo Banchero is a good 3-point shooter, let's bring in Derek Lively. So we're also getting Daniel Gafford in this trade. So I'm probably going to just, unless I don't have to take him on, I mean, I might as well, right? I don't know if there's anybody else here. I'm going to probably flip him because we do have Mo as the backup. So we are going to be moving Peyton Pritchard, Aaron Wiggins, and Miles Turner. We are going to basically replace Turner with Lively. Pritchard is going to be basically AJ Mitchell and Aaron Wiggins with Rasheer Fleming. Now they want seconds in this deal for Darion Reed. Fine with me. It's a pretty big trade. We are going to pick up the team option on Rasheer Fleming, Jokic, Giannis, Kat, and Jalen Green, all free agents. And I'm going to trade Daniel Gafford to the Motor City for Ron Holland, who could be a good defender for us off the bench. We're going to bring back KCP and Herter on minimums just because they've been here. They could be vibe guys, basically just good veterans. So Franz regresses a little bit, but this is going to be a new team under Ty Lue. We get a new head coach. We trade for a new center. I'm excited about this team. I am going to make... can I do this right now? No, I'm going to make Ron Holland a small forward. So here we go. It's going to be the same starting 4, and then we're going to add Derek Lively at that 5 spot. Ron Holland, AJ Mitchell, Mo Wagner, Rasheer Fleming, and Kareem Lopez all getting minutes off the bench. I do think this team can win an NBA Finals, and hopefully going from Jamal Mosley to Ty Lue and Miles Turner to Derek Lively can get it done. All right, so Luka Doncic wins MVP for the Sacramento Kings. Patrick Gombo is your Rookie of the Year for the Warriors. Mikael Brown Jr. is your 6th Man of the Year for the Pelicans. Wemby Depoy, Most Improved Player is Dylan Harper. John Morant, Clutch Player of the Year. Oh my God, Ty Lue. Ty Lue, you have done miracles on me. You have done miracles on me, Ty Lue, as we go 75-7. I'd like to think that's a 1 seed in the East. See, that's where I thought we should have been the previous few years, but I guess not. Under Jamal Mosley, Paolo averages a double-double, 6 assists, and 51, 38, 72 splits. 63% true shooting percentage for Paolo Banchero. That's incredible. And that's obviously a 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. We're going up. Oh my God. See, when you go, what? Oh my God. We averaged 130 points a night. That is insane. That is an insane jump. Going from, I guess, adding Derek Lively, Ron Holland. I know that improved our defense, I guess. Oh my God, I'm getting Ty Lue, who is a defensive-minded head coach. Wow. Oh my God, of course I got to go up against the Pacers, the team that has eliminated me, what, the last 2 years? Oh my God, and I got Paolo Banchero on second team. Fox was still great. Like, he's still putting up his Fox caliber stat lines. Franz averaged 17 points. He had the best shooting season of his career. Suggs, also the best shooting season of his career, 15 points a night. We're rolling with this team right now. Even Rasheer Fleming shot the ball very well in the regular season. So I think it's just how it goes. Kareem, you're not going to play for us in round 1. We're going to go about, I think, 17 minutes. Honestly, I may go 20 to Fleming. We'll stay at 15 to Mitchell and Wagner, because Wagner is directly taking minutes away from Lively and Mitchell from Fox. So we'll keep those guys the lowest, because Holland and Fleming, you can kind of work around a little bit. So let's go 35 to Fox, 36 to Fox, and let's do 37 to Paolo. All right, let's do this. Don't lose round 1. You just won 75 games. If 2K does this to me, I think I may go play NBA Live 16 or NCAA, the last NCAA basketball game for the rest of the year. All right, don't have to do that because we sweep them. And we're taking on the Boston Celtics in round number 2. 28-11 for Paolo. Dude is a stud. Taking on the Boston Celtics, you do have Jalen Brunson and AJ DeBenta. What? And they have the Jays and KP still. How did they... Is Brunson making the minimum? Wait, he got traded. I assume that's for Derek White. And then they got the #1 pick last year? Okay, I forgot about that. We do win game 1, though. We blow them out. Yep, I guess the Jays are washed. We do lose game 2. Maybe not. Tatum, 26. Or that was Brown, 26. Tatum, 36. We do win game 3. Fox with 38. Suggs with 33. Game 4 goes to Boston. Oh, boy. 75 wins just to lose in round 2. This would suck. Game 5 goes to Orlando. Thank God we win by 3. Please win. Please. Okay, thank God we win in 6. That is a insane team. Oh, Ben Seraph, of course, going off against us in game 6. But we end up advancing, taking on the Raptors in the conference finals. I am not as scared of this team. Mikal Bridges is on this team. They do have Jabari Smith Jr. off the bench. Yeah, we sweep them. That one scary team was the Boston Celtics. And De'Aaron Fox gets conference finals MVP. We're going up against the 2-seeded Timberwolves, who have Dillingham and Ant in the backcourt, Moses Moody, Randall, and Thomas Sorber at Georgetown. There in the starting 5. They also have Kyle Filipowski, Nick Smith, Kasperi Shakuchonis, and Jaden McDaniels coming off the bench. Game 1 goes to Orlando, 129-78. Paolo, unreal stat line. He's going for finals MVP. Game 2, yep, 20 rebounds for Derek Lively, who he's averaging 13 and 10 in the playoffs. Game number 3, gonna go to the Orlando Magic, 128-93. Bang. Here we go. Game number 4, we sweep them. So we swept round 1, round 3, round 4. That Boston Celtics team put us to 6. I think any other year, that Celtics team wins it all, but not the 75 in what? Did we go 75-7? That said, yeah, 75-7 Orlando Magic. Insane. I guess sign Ty Lue when you can. And that was a really fun ending to this rebuild. So hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, drop a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments, where do you think De'Aaron Fox is going? Do you think he's going to get traded at the deadline or the offseason? Because if he gets traded not at the deadline, like he doesn't end up getting moved, I feel like this is Anthony Davis 2.0, where he basically told the Pelicans, I want out, or I'm not going to re-sign with you when I'm a free agent a year and a half later. They couldn't find a big move like this at the deadline because the Lakers weren't willing to trade all that at the deadline, and then he gets traded in the offseason 1 year before he's a free agent. Maybe Fox 2.0 won't go for as much as AD went for, but hey, inflation, picks are thrown around a lot, so let me know what you think down below. I love you guys. Catch you on the next one. Peace.